Hey everyone, Josh here, WarGamingNewb Historical, back with another hobby vlog. This time around, a little bit about the race to October for the channel itself, and then an update on the mini Warmutt Great Mini Paint Challenge for September. I wanted to talk about the projects that I'm working on here in September and then leading into October. I've taken my initial project list and kind of did a little bit of workaround, did a little bit of a modification in order to kind of split the work to incorporate the mini Warmutt September Paint Challenge. This has made it a lot easier, and it's also making me want to work on stuff that I've had initially sitting around for a long time. So you guys have seen this before if you've watched any of the previous vlogs. This is my current project list for both Bolt Action and Victory at Sea. I've actually moved Black Powder to the October project list because, again, I'm focusing on Bolt Action and Victory for the mini Warmutt September Paint Challenge, and I've made a lot of progress. We're going to talk about September, and then I'm going to lead into October, and at the end of the vlog, I'm going to show you what I've done for the mini paint challenge. So, the list is considerably smaller than it was when I actually had Black Powder on here. I've already completed the Seek Squad with NCO. I've completed the unboxing of the British Paramortar and painted and based it. So that's two things off the Bolt Action list. I've actually filmed and painted the Italian weapons box. And I've actually painted the Fallschirmjäger recoilless weapons team. So again, those are things that are removed from the list. I'm now transitioning over to starting to work on my Crete campaign, which I'll be filming in October and November. I've now finally finished the majority of the Fallschirmjäger and Tropical Uniform Squad that I unboxed a while ago. Initially this box had 10 figures. I've painted 8. I'm still trying to locate the last 2, but I have more than enough to have this Fallschirmjäger squad for my firefight in Crete, and then I'll have to build up something else in order to get to that 500-point battle report. I'm working on painting a couple Commonwealth squads. One will be Aussies. I haven't actually put this on here, but I also want to do a New Zealand squad with Maori troops. I'm going to add that here. And then, again, this is all in preparation for the Crete campaign that I'll be filming in October. And lastly, we have the Rubicon German R75 motorcycle. This is almost done. By the time I have the next mini Warmutt paint challenge update, that R75 will be in that update. Happy to say that Victory at Sea for the project list is almost completed. I've completed the painting. I've completed painting for the Battle for the Pacific starter. That's all done. Now I just got to get ready to start filming the Tokyo Express campaign, which again has been pushed to October. I have the Yamato still to paint, but I have completed the USS Idaho. You guys are going to see that pretty soon. And then I'm going to start working on the IJN fleet box. I've assembled most of the ships. I haven't painted any of them. This might actually fall into the October and November project list. So that is a quick look at September. This is what I want to complete by October. Again, after all the stuff that I've painted for the challenge, I now am getting ready to film a 500-point Normandy late war Brits versus Waffen SS. And then I'm going to start filming North Africa because that's pretty much ready to go. All I'm doing right now is building terrain. I was of the mind of purchasing some, but really I can build my own. And we're also going to take a look at that in the next few weeks. You'll see what terrain I have once I start talking about North Africa. Again, prepping for Crete. Got to build some terrain for Greece and for Crete. Then I'll film a firefight report and a 500-point battle report. This is kind of like the way that I film Bolt Action. Firefight, then 500-point battle. All right, Victory at Sea again. Prepping for Tokyo Express. Really is just getting ready to film. And then Black Powder, again, was back burner to October. This is a follow-up to the July Cavalry Challenge that I went through this past July. But we're not going to talk about that. I'll talk about Black Powder more once I get into October. But really, this is the project list for October. Now we're going to go ahead and take a look at what I've worked on and have completed for the mini Warmutt September Paint Challenge. All right, as the Mini Warmutt Great Mini Paint Challenge is underway, I decided to add a few more things. Here I have an SDKFC 251 variant with the crew, as you can see, primed, ready to go. And then I'm also going to be adding the Japanese Army weapons team to my paint challenge. So hopefully I'll get both done very soon, and you guys can see also in the background a couple stands of palm trees I have that I've prepped for the North Africa battle reports that I'll be filming in October. So yeah, adding a vehicle and another weapons team box. All right, here it is, the first part of the painted update for the mini paint challenge. I have the USS Idaho here. It almost feels like cheating when painting these Victory at Sea models, because really a lot of the later war ships really didn't have any like wooden decking. So as you can see here, mainly just the water base to be painted and then a dark wash on the ship itself. The hardest part absolutely was the nameplate, or the name label on either side of the ship. Again, kind of just dry brush and then paint around it as best as you can. So that is the Idaho done. All right, next up, finish the SDKFC 251 variant. All I have to do really is just apply the decals. I got the machine gunner and a guy with binoculars there. Has pintle mounted MG34 on the back. Not a bad way to, not a very difficult miniature or model to put together or paint. Again, this is going to be for my Africa Corps force. And yeah, it's pretty awesome to get that done. All right, next up, we have Enrico Francisi, pretty much done, as you can see. Not a very difficult figure to paint. Use German field gray as the base, the primer, and then I painted, and you can't really tell because the wash darkened it. I painted the tunic green gray, as well as the hat here, green gray. And really all I need to do is put some grass on the base, and then he is completed. Okay, last part of the update. I finished 2 more of the Fallschirmjäger in tropical uniform. As you can see, again, these aren't very hard to paint. Dunkelgrub, AK Interactive primer, and then green ochre for the pants and anything that's metal, basically the helmet, the gas mask cover, the canteen, all that stuff, and everything else is just shades of brown. I put the green gray on the bandoliers. And yeah, so that is pretty much it. I'm going to put all the figures back together, or back onto screen here. Let me move back just a little bit. So again, ton of bolt action for the Mini Warmutt September Paint Challenge. Getting a lot done. The 250 is the newest model that I've purchased. And yeah, that's pretty much it. All right, if you like this video, go ahead and click like. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, I appreciate it if you would. Click the bell notification icon to get notified of all new hobby vlog coming out of the channel. And then click the link in the description below to join our Discord server. That's the best way I can personally interact with you and chit-chat to you about bolt action, Victory at Sea, or any other game that I cover on the channel. That's it. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned for more hobby vlog from WarGamingNewb Historical.